Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu will be visiting the White House next week. This will make Netanyahu the first foreign leader to meet Donald Trump in Washington, D.C. since Trump's return to power. Now, according to a statement released by the Israeli Prime Minister's office, Trump has invited Netanyahu to the White House on February 4th. The meeting comes after the U.S. president repeatedly claimed credit for sealing an ongoing ceasefire deal. Since the ceasefire came into effect, Trump touted a plan to clean out the Gaza Strip. He also called for the Palestinians to relocate to neighboring countries of Egypt and Jordan. The idea faced strong backlash from Egypt and Jordan as well as from European governments. Meanwhile, in a first meeting of Palestinian official and U.S. new administration's Trump's West Asia envoy, Steve Witkoff met with the top advisor to Palestinian Authority, President Mahmoud Abbas, in Saudi Arabia. According to a report, Witkoff sat down with Hussein al-Sheikh following weeks of back-channel communications. Also, Palestinian President Mohammed Mustafa met with the new head of Syria, Ahmed al-Shara, in a first such meeting in 15 years. According to a statement by Palestinian Prime Minister's office, Mustafa, quote-unquote, conveyed the greetings of President Mahmoud Abbas and the Palestinian people to the leadership and people of Syria. As the ceasefire is in place, UN's humanitarian body, the OCHA, said that more than 376,000 Palestinians displaced by the war between Israel and the Hamas returned to northern Gaza.
I am now 30 years old, and this is the first time that I am out of words to describe how I feel because of how happy and sad I feel at the same time.
After Israel permitted Palestinians to enter Gaza amid the ongoing ceasefire, thousands of men, women and children were seen heading north, fully aware that they had little waiting for them but the rubble of their homes.
I'm determined to put my tent on the ruins of my home. And throughout my time in displacement, I kept saying that I will put my tent on top of the ruins of my home. And indeed now, I am setting my tent on top of the rubble of my home. And despite everything, we will remain a resilient people.
The Royal Jordanian Air Force launched a humanitarian air bridge operation to deliver aid to Gaza. According to the Director of Military Information, flights will be conducted every day using Black Hawk helicopters, and the aid will be delivered to Israel's Kisufim crossing. Meanwhile, Israel's UN envoy vowed to cut ties with the UNRWA and any body acting on its behalf. The action was supported by Washington, signaling a change in the U.S. position on the agency by the administration of President Donald Trump. Israel's statement drew condemnation from aid groups.
Colleagues, it is time for you to accept, as we have, that UNRWA has failed. It has failed every aspect of its mandate and responsibilities, both morally and professionally. It is now undeniable that UNRWA has been irredeemably infiltrated by Hamas.
UNRWA's officers and staff in Israel play a major role in the provision of healthcare and education to Palestinians, including those living in Gaza, devastated by 15 months of war with Israel.
Thank you for organization.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.